from Guiyang.
Hello, welcome to Guiyang.
It's the capital city of Guizhou province, and I've been in a perpetual state of drool for the last 3 days, mostly because I've held off eating any kind of street food so that I can have fresh impressions and reactions and feelings for this street food video today. But it has been an epic struggle because the street food I'm seeing here in Guiyang is just so unique and delicious and just vibrant. I just want to eat it all, so hence the drool. And when I say the Guiyang street food scene is unique, it's unique with a capital U. I mean, have you guys ever seen a car cafe like this? So when it comes to street food here in Guiyang, there's a couple of ways you can go about it. So option one, there are quite a few established permanent street food streets that you can visit. I actually visited one of them, Artilu, earlier this evening and found it wasn't really the vibe I was going for. It looks very commercialized. A lot of the foods here aren't actually from Guizhou, it's just your street food classics that you can find anywhere in China. So I decided not to go with option one. And then option two, which is what I've decided to go for in this video, is just wander around the Guiyang city center, where I am right now, where I've noticed in the last few days, there are all of these like little street food stalls on wheels, very temporary, they pop up from place to place, and they serve, from what I've been told, very, very authentic Guizhou street food. And many of these street food vendors have actually been making and selling the same dish for decades.
你已经做这个多少年？20年。
So I've got an empty stomach, I'm feeling like a kid in a candy store, and I'm ready to make the absolute most out of this Guiyang street food adventure. And talking of street food, I've just stumbled across a semi-permanent, established looking street food street here. So let's see if there's anything good on this street that we can check out. So something I'm coming across a lot on this street, pretty much every stall is selling it, is something called Guailu Chao Fan, which directly translated is literally strange fried rice. So I'm curious to see what is so strange about it and give it a try.
那为什么它叫做怪路炒饭呢？
And she is not kidding. Check out this table here, full of fried rice ingredients. I've had a lot of fried rice in my life, I'll tell you that, but I've seen nothing like this. That smells so good, oh my god. And now in with the ingredients. Really is a bit of everything in there. Look how amazing that looks. Yum, it smells so good. I honestly feel like there's more ingredients in this than rice. There is so much stuff in this. Most interestingly, and probably strangest to me, are these kidney beans. like in my life, I have to say I've never seen a kidney bean in a fried rice, but we out here, we're doing this, we're in Guiyang, we're eating all the things. Oh, it smells so good. Oh look, I've got a friend.
Hi. 2个对拍，你看我也在拍你。
Whoa.
喂，耶。
It's warm, spicy, lots of flavors, lots of textures. It's up there with one of the best fried rice I've had. Because when it comes to fried rice, I like more stuff inside. The more, the better. This is pretty much kind of like my ideal fried rice. I think I just tasted a little bit of celery. That's a bit strange.
作为贵阳人，你觉得最值得吃的小吃是什么？
很多，比如说连麦豆腐糕，这边很多特色，一下说不完的，真的很多。
So I'm on the move, eating as I go. And I'm on the hunt for this lian'ai tofu guo, lover tofu fruit. It took me ages to track it down. I am so excited. This is what I've been looking for. Lian'ai tofu guo. Oh, only 3 renminbi. 来一份那个lian'ai tofu guo吧。
还有啦，卖完了。
I got excited prematurely. They're actually all sold out for the day. So I think I'm going to press pause on this nighttime version of this street food video. And tomorrow during the day, I'm going to go find this food before it's sold out. So yeah, switch to daytime. I am back to finish what I started. Here's the stand. 哎，你好，开门了吗？ Okay, so I've arrived literally just as they're setting up. So there will be lava tofu fruit today. What is lava tofu fruit, you may be asking? Well, actually, I have no idea. Let's ask the experts.
这个是以前的老小吃传下来的，这是豆腐做的。
豆腐做的。The tofu is then filled with this mixture here.
这个都是鱼腥草、味精啊、花椒啊、酱油啊。
Didn't realize this was going to be so full of jargon, and it looks like that's going to be pretty hard to avoid in this dish. So this is jargon, or yusing cao as it's often called. I had it for the first time in Sichuan province, and it's fair to say it did not tickle my fancy. I don't like it. I really don't. But here in Guiyang, jargon is absolutely everywhere. It's sprinkled into most dishes and people absolutely love it.
你能接受折耳根吗？
我本土的人肯定能吃啊。
为什么叫恋爱豆腐呢？
现在吃恋爱豆腐果的都是男的、女的，你像长板凳坐起来吃，所以就叫恋爱豆腐果。
So these vendors here, they've been doing this for 30 years.
30年了。
哇塞！
91年开始做的，20号2毛钱一个。
And they actually told me they're one of the last people in Guiyang to be making this food. So what I'm about to eat here is, yeah, might not be around for much longer. So the tofu is cooked until it's kind of puffing up a bit on the outside, and then it's taken into the cup, it's cut open, and then the filling is put inside. There's also an option to have it with kalmanto, which also looks really delicious.
So here we are, the long-awaited 恋爱豆腐果. I'm so excited to try this.
Look, it smells really good. I'm a little nervous about eating it because that has so much of that jargon, which I'm not a huge fan of. I find it very like medicine-y in flavor and kind of overwhelming. But since it's such a feature of this dish, it's like unavoidable. Maybe I'm gonna really enjoy it. But there's only one way to find out. Look, it's really interesting. I think it's more of an acquired taste. The inside is very soft and kind of reminds me of like a scrambled egg. It's got a very eggy consistency as well as taste, which I wasn't really expecting. Then you've got obviously got the taste of that jargon, which is very overwhelming. The good thing about jargon is it doesn't linger. It seems that like I get the hit of the flavor and then it kind of goes away, which gives me time to appreciate the other flavors in this. Very herby, very fresh, zappy, sour, chili. It's actually very refreshing once I get over the flavor of the jargon, which I'm definitely still adjusting to. Look, I have to say of all the street foods I've tried, it's the most interesting one. Okay, well, back to the past.
Okay, well, this looks super interesting.
This here is the street food I've been coming across the most here in Guiyang. Anshun Guo Juan, and it looks very similar to a suwawa, which I had last video, except the skin looks a lot more glossy, like it might be a little bit more chewy.
加个微信？但我不认识你啊。这个你吃过吗？没有。那我们一起吃吧。可以。好不好？这是丝娃娃吗？还是？
果点。
是有什么区别呢？
有辣，有那个豆芽，那个丝娃娃的皮子不跟我们说一样的。
来一份吧。
来一份哈。
So I've made a new friend here on the street. So we're gonna eat these guo juan together.
你是哪里人？
我是澳大利亚人。
澳大利亚。
你呢？
我是贵州人。啊，谢谢姐姐。
没问题。Whoa, they've given us so many of these little wraps. Let's go in with these guo juan. First time we're both trying it.
有点凉凉的哈。
So this here is my I just found jargon in my meal face. Apologies, I cannot help it.
里面的东西还挺好吃的。
多吃一点，多吃一点。你有英文名字吗？
没有。
那我给你一个吧。
好嘞。
Oh, what's a good one? 那我给你我的名字吧。
名字叫吗
Amy. 喜
？Amy。
欢吗？好，那你叫 Amy 吧。那我们加个微信吧。
好嘞。
认识你很开心。
我也是。
那你还有什么想推荐的菜吗？比较贵州的特色。
瑶芋。
瑶芋。I was just there like, 瑶芋, what is 瑶芋? But as always, the best thing to do if you're not sure is to ask a local.
洋芋就是土豆啊，土豆也就是洋芋。
哦，原来这样。
Talk about a potato inception. So I've discovered Yao Yu is the regional dialect for Yang Yu, which is already a regional dialect of Tudou, which means potato. So at the end of the day, Yao Yu is potato, but I very much doubt that my new friend is telling me to eat like a plain potato. Unless she means that Guizhou potatoes are like really tasty, more tasty than normal. Look, I don't really know what she means by this, but we'll keep our eyes out, and if we see something to do with potatoes, we'll stop and check it out.
A few minutes later.
Wow, okay, so this is absolutely hilarious. Not 5 minutes later, I've come across this street stall with this massive sign, Yang Yu, as if sent from the heavens. I honestly didn't think this suggestion would go anywhere, but I'm gonna check out the menu and see if, give something a go.
They've got something here called a danbao Yang Yu.
for 9 renminbi. Let's see what that's all about.
是贵州的特色吗？
It's such an interesting dish, and the way it's all fried together really reminded me of like a fried rice, but instead of rice, it's potato. I am so glad for my new friend's recommendation because I have never in my life seen or heard of anything like this before. Nong chila. Test me. This is what it looks like after the rest of the wet ingredients and sauces are added. Then it's time to add the egg into the equation. And now how are they going to wrap this potato mixture with this egg? We shall see. Oh, okay. We're putting the potato inside. That makes sense. Oh, look at this. It's so cool. And that's it. It was fate. Look at this. All that potato and stuff inside. It smells really good. Oh. 特别好吃，特别好吃. It's like a potato omelette, but just fancier and nicer and like probably cheaper as well. 9 renminbi. What a steal. Super, super, super good. No, I think this might be my favorite thing I've had today.
我们这个也很好吃的，就是有点辣。
是什么东西？
串。
Well, since I'm sitting here to eat my egg omelette, I think it's only fair that I order some of this guy's food.
尝一下。
Wow, everyone is so incredibly nice here, and actually everyone that I've visited tonight have insisted I don't pay. Of course I have paid, but yeah, people are just so welcoming and wanting to make a good impression and share their food with foreigners like me. It's really nice. I feel very, very welcomed, and I'm very excited to eat this bowl of串串。
看你吃不吃得来。
哦，这是
笋。
哦，笋。
竹笋。
He was just like, let's see if you can eat this. I don't know what's so strange about it. It's like sun, so it's like bamboo sprout. It looks fine. Oh yeah.
这可以吧？中国的熊猫吃的那个，你知道是不是？竹笋。
对，中国小猫好可爱哦。什么动物这是？
鸭血。
鸭血。
哎，很嫩的，尝一下吧。
We have some duck blood here. Dip it in our little sauce. That's really good. No like weird aftertaste or flavor. It's just absorbed all of that sauce that it's been sitting in for however long it's been sitting in there for. It's nice. This feels like a very social kind of table thing. It's a very long table. I could imagine coming here with friends, but for all intents and purposes, here in Guiyang, I am all alone. I think it's about time I headed to bed. Everyone is closing up their shops. Everyone's packing away their food for the night. But I've eaten some amazing things. Everyone has been so nice. And yeah, I think I may even need to do a part 2 because I think I've only just scratched the surface of Guiyang street food. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm coming to you next week with more Guizhou food content. Can't wait. I'll see you then. Bye.